Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family. I need every member to hit that like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to all the new viewers. Welcome to the channel. Let's get right into it. All right. Let's get right into it. Bear with me for one moment. Here we go. Look. Why chosen ones need to stretch as soon as they get out of bed in the morning. All right. You need to be stretching as soon as you get out of bed in the morning because it's going to help you in more ways than one. When you stretch, when you get up in the morning and you feel better about yourself afterwards, you have a new view on your whole entire day. You have a new view on your whole entire day. Your whole day changes and your whole outlook on your day changes because you have more oxygen flowing to your brain. When you have more oxygen flowing to your brain, you're able to think clearly and you're able to process your thoughts better and regulate your feelings better, how you feel as far as your body, how you feel about your day, how you feel about your life, things like that, positive outlook. And all that plays a part because when you stretch first thing in the morning, it releases dopamine and it releases serotonin. It releases dopamine and it releases serotonin, and that gives you like a boost of energy. It's like taking a shot of coffee, like an espresso shot, straight black. All right, no sugar, no cream. All right, bringing it back to heavy D. All right, no sugar, no cream. So when you stretch and that dopamine is released, you have like your endorphins are being released as well. That boosts your mood. That makes you feel happy, makes you feel positive. It gets rid of depression. That's why I said it changes your outlook on your day. People wake up and the first thing that they'll do is they'll say negative things to themselves. They have a one-track mind, a cassette tape in their mind that as soon as they get out of bed, all the things that they hate about themselves, they're hit with. They're hit with that. All the things they don't like about their life, they're hit with that. But it's not necessarily your own fault when you first wake up in the morning. That's just the thoughts that are floating around in your conscious mind. Those are the thoughts that you've been telling yourself. That's how you've been feeling about yourself. So stretching definitely aids in that. All right, it will help you look at yourself different and your life different, so you could change that inner self-talk. You could change those negative thoughts that you may be having about how you're living, especially when you add in some positive routines, when you add in some positive things to do in your day. All right. When you develop a routine for stretching in the morning, it's going to aid in your mobility. All right. And all that good energy is going to last you throughout the whole entire day. So you're going to be able to move around better. You're going to be feeling better when you move around. Any aches and pains that you might have had are going to subside. They're going to go away. They're going to be less prevalent when you're doing your everyday task. Bend down to tie your shoe. Turn the faucet off on the tub when you go to take a shower. Clean around your home. Go to throw the trash out, whatever you go to do. When you move around, when you go play basketball, go shoot hoops, go exercise. All right, even when you sit, if you have an office job, even if you sit all day, stretching is going to help you. And you don't have to be some superstar athlete, or you don't have to be an athlete in general. You don't even have to be a gym head. You don't have to be an exercise head. You can just stretch so that way you could be flexible and have mobility because it's good for your overall health. It will decrease your stress. All right. If you're stressed, if you're dealing with negativity, if you have some things that are bothering you, when you stretch first thing in the morning, it's going to help you look at them as something that you could overcome, because when you have a positive mindset, you're more able to look at situations from a positive point of view instead of a negative point of view. So instead of looking at it from a victim point of view, from I'm never going to be able to overcome this, or this is something that I have to, this is something that I'm on the opposite of the short end of the stick of, or like I'm getting done bad, or something is not working out for me. It will help you look at your life from a positive point of view. It'll help you see things from a clearer lens. You'll be able to see that nothing's perfect, but things are still working out for you, because that's how you feel when those certain chemicals are released. And that's why stretching in the morning is good. It's like starting your car. You wouldn't just hop in your car and just expect it to go. When you stretch, that's like fuel. When those endorphins are released, when that serotonin is released, that's fuel for your body, and it lasts all day long. And that's why you do it when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep. All right, because when you stretch, melatonin is released from your body. And that melatonin helps you in more ways than one. It helps you relax. It helps you sleep. It helps you and to go to dreamland. All right, it helps you have dreams and stuff like that. Melatonin helps you sleep for longer, and it helps you have better sleep. All right, you're more in sync with your circadian rhythm when you go to sleep. Your circadian rhythm is what's in tune as far as like with the universe and the sun and the moon. When you go to sleep, when it's day is day, when it's night, you go to sleep. So unless you work overnight, then you may have a different type of style to your circadian rhythm, but it's still possible. And if you work overnights, you definitely need to be stretching, because that overnight shift, you're going to need as much melatonin released as possible for when you get your rest, when you do get your sleep, because you might be sleeping during the day. You stretch before you go to sleep during the day, and you have a night shift, you're going to be up all night. You're going to be feeling good. You're not going to be aggravated. You're not going to be groggy. All right, you're not going to be tired. You're going to be feeling good throughout the night, because you got such a good amount of sleep during the day from that serotonin. And also, I mean, not serotonin, the melatonin. Plus, with the serotonin and the dopamine, those are the natural chemicals that will make you feel relaxed and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel like a whole vibe to yourself. All right, you'll be walking around feeling good, just buzzing off of your own. You'll be as some people say, you'd be high on your own supply, because the body has chemicals. And the only thing is why people are walking around not enjoying themselves and not feeling the best that they could feel is because those chemicals aren't being released. And stretching is going to help you release those chemicals. As a chosen one, you need that serotonin, because you need that energy to keep you positive all day, keep you strong, uplifted, keep your mood boosted all day. When you stretch, you're not worried about those people that are trying to bring you down throughout the day, because you feel so good. As soon as you wake up in the morning, it's like you got a superpower that's going to combat all negative energy that is going to come your way. All right, so stretching is very powerful for your mind, for your body. It's good for your overall health, physical, mental, and spiritual. All right, it adds more oxygen to your brain, adds more oxygen to your blood. It improves your cardiovascular health. All right, improves your heart, reduces blood pressure. All right, for all the people out there that may have high blood pressure, stretch. You need to stretch. All right, a lot of things you're trying to cure with a white chalky substance, all right, that is about to break down and destroy your chemical structure and possibly harm you, God forbid. But the one thing people are looking for, they're going to certain places to get chemicals put in them that you already had in you. You don't have to get chemicals put in you. You have to get up and move. And also you have to do research and find out what chemicals are released when you do what. So if your body is missing something, then what you need to do is you need to find out what you need to do. If your body can produce this chemical, you need to find out why that's not happening. So that way you could figure, okay, the body's supposed to be producing this, so that way I could be feeling and moving like this. That way I could be at my optimal health. You need to figure out what chemicals need to be released for you to be at your optimal health. And serotonin, you need that. Keeps you happy, keeps you loving life, keeps you positive, keeps you uplifted, keeps you motivated. Dopamine, that's the energy that keeps you going. All right, dopamine keeps you all the way going. That's why people say that's dope. When you stretch, you're going to be all the way live, okay? Like stretching it's like you drank a Monster. People are trying to drink caffeine and coffee and Monster all these things. Like you'll get out of bed and be like, another day. Like you feel like that because the serotonin and the dopamine ain't been released. And when there's something called pandiculation, babies do it, cats do it, dogs do it, animals, all animals do it. And you do it too without even noticing. That's why when babies, when they stretch, they do the little baby stretch. You be like, oh, you got a nice little stretch, didn't you, baby? That's pandiculation. That's the body's natural reaction to waking up from a nap, because when you sleep, your muscles are contracted, they shrink. And when you sleep, your muscles shrink. So when you wake up, your body naturally stretches to release the tension from sleeping, because your muscles contract while you sleep. So when you wake up, you need to stretch them out. And when you stretch them out, those energies, those chemicals are released, the serotonin, the dopamine, and the melatonin. So that way you can have, you could be relaxed. It reduces your stress level. It reduces your heart rate. All right. It increases blood flow. It strengthens your blood vessels. All right. All right. Strengthens your vessels. All right. And it strengthens you, vessel. Nah, you knew I was going to. What made you think I wasn't going to throw that in there? You knew I was. You laugh, damn it. Anyway, wake up. All right. Stretch. Yo. So stretching is good for you. It's good for your mind. It's good for your mental health, physical health, spiritual health. That's why you got the yoga, you got the yogis, you got Pilates, you got Tai Chi, all those things that incorporate stretching and energy flow and circulation and blood flow. Stretching will increase your circulation, which increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain. And when you add some deep breathing, when you stretch, that's going to further increase that oxygen and that blood flow to your brain, which is going to make that practice all the way more alive for you. So that way, when you do stretch and you have stress, or you're going through something, or you're not too sure about your day, you're going to feel like you're going to be able to conquer any day. You're going to feel like you just got, like God just slipped you something. Wait a minute. Yo, am I on one? Yeah, you're on one, because you got your natural chemicals flowing through your body like they're supposed to. That's why people who work out always look good, because they always feel good. All right, people aren't working out just for the sake of working out. When you lose weight and you get in shape, that is an amazing feeling. Everybody would like to get to a place where they feel like they could appreciate how they look. But even past that, working out releases chemicals, so people actually become addicted to it the more you do it, because these are the natural chemicals your body releases. So that way you're always feeling great. And you notice when you're not working out, you notice those levels dip, and it's like, wait a minute, I could be feeling better. So it's like you'll actually push yourself. Your body will, the more you move, your body will push yourself to go move. You won't have to worry about, I don't feel like it. Your body's gonna be like, I gotta go. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. All right, your body your body is gonna be wanting its natural chemicals to be released. So it's like your body's gonna be wanting those natural chemicals to be going around inside of you, so you could be feeling your best, so you could be feeling at your optimal health. All right. So stretching is very important. It's not just for athletes. It's not just for dojo masters. All right. It's for you. It's for everyday people. All right. So stretching, it helps you. It helps your muscles not be so shrunk and not so uptight, so you won't fall. If you fall, that's why people get hurt and end up getting injured, is because their muscles are too tight. So your muscles have to be loose, so that way when you fall, you won't get hurt. That's why they say stretching prevents injury, because when your muscles are all uptight and you're trying to move, you're trying to work out, you're trying to do everyday activities, your body becomes tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter over time. So you have to stretch it, because the more you use, you just like you walk every day, just like you breathe, you have to stretch. It is a definite. It's something that you have to do for your health. All right. That's why people have all these issues and go to the doctors and have all these problems, because they're not stretching. People have all types of fluid buildup. It's because your blood is not being properly circulated. And when you stretch, your blood will be properly circulated, which will release all these chemicals. You'll sweat. All right. Your body has to release all these harmful chemicals. So that's why it's good to sweat. It's good to get a good sweat in. When you stretch, you'll even sweat. you'll take a shower and stretch. Take a shower and then stretch. You'll end up having to take a shower afterwards if you stretch right, because it burns calories. All right, it may not be a lot, but it burns some. But either way, it's healthy for you. You will feel the change in your mind. When you get out of bed, it feels like a whole bunch of cloud. Feels like you're confused. Like you got that groggy feeling, that sluggish feeling. If you don't, like, people go actually get up out of bed and go to work like that and think that Dunkin' Donuts is going some sugar, some caffeine. Like, they think that's going to help. Those are what's the word I'm looking for? That's what's the word I'm looking for? It's about to come to me. Not false. That's like it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's fake. Damn, I wish I of course from the video, somebody comment in the comment section if you know what word I'm trying to say. But anyway, when people think that going to Dunkin' Donuts and think they're gonna like fix their sluggishness with some caffeine and some sugar, that's a false version of, like, a phony version of what you could be actually getting from yourself. You could produce something naturally that'll make you feel better than that coffee and that donut, adding all types of calories to you, adding all types of sugar to you, unnecessary sugar. All right, affected, like giving people diabetes, going to get that donut every day, going to get that coffee every day. And I ain't hating. I ain't trying to take your little sweet away from you. I ain't trying to take your little treat away from you. You work, you earned it, Drew. I go to work every day. I'm gonna get my D&D. I'm gonna have something because I gotta go in there and I gotta see them peoples, Drew. And this takes my little muffin and my little cream brulee and my little cafe takes my mind off that, Drew. Yo, I understand, but look, you can save your money, save your calories, save your health, save your sugar intake, save it all right? And stretch in the morning. That stretch releases dopamine, which is greater than any caffeine you could ever buy. And it's free. You get it for the free, 99. You get it for the free. All you gotta do is you don't gotta touch the floor. You don't gotta like the what was that movie? Peter Pan. You don't gotta be the little black kid with no bones. Nah, that ain't gotta be you. But what you do have to do is you gotta get your stretch on. And when you feel pain, stop. You're not stretching to hurt yourself. All right, so you should feel tension. Anything past tension, as soon as you feel it hurt, stop, release, fall back, chill. All right, because you don't want to cause yourself any problems. And if you do have an injury, make sure you check with your physician or a doctor before you start stretching. Call your doctor. Go to your doctor. Call your physician. Go make an appointment with your physician. If you already have a pre-existing injury, then this video is not all the way for you. Make sure when you go get checked out, then this video is for you. Once your doctor okays you and approves you and like, hey, stretching would definitely help with that. It's good for you. You know, the guy with the coat and the little white lab coat and all that and tie and all. Yeah, all right, stretching is perfectly for you. Once you go see him, he checks you out, make sure you're good, levels everything right. All right. But before that, if you have a pre-existing injury, it's not smart to do anything that your doctor would not condone, because DruuTube don't want no injury for you. I'm trying to help you prevent injuries as well as myself. So that way, anybody that's already okay, anybody that's already okayed by their doctor, anybody that's already able-bodied and agile and already has good mobility. But even if you don't have good mobility and you're not agile, just stretch a little bit every day. All you have to do is do 15 to 30 seconds of some tension. Even if you're sitting down, you could start with your arms. You could stretch something, but you have to get up and stretch. Eventually, end up stretching your whole body, so that way you can get the full feeling of a full body workout from your stretch. You can get a full body workout from stretching, because it works your muscles and it loosens up your muscles. When you chill and you rest and you go to sleep, all your muscles are basically, all the cells, they just go into one place and they just like kind of harden up and toughen up because your muscles shrink when you go to sleep. So they all go towards the center. And there's a part of your there's a part covering your muscle called the fascia, and it provides oxygen and strength to all your other organs. It covers them, keeps them safe, and you're going to want to stretch so that way you'll have more blood flow to all your organs. You'll have more oxygen to all your organs, your brain, all right, kidneys, bladder, heart, lungs, obviously, but you want more oxygen in your organs so that way you can feel better. That way some of those diseases will get up on out of there. That way some of those bad health issues will get up on out of there. All right, there's people who have fluid buildup. All right, but it's because you're not stretching and your blood's not being circulated. So when you stretch, when you get that blood to be circulated, then that fluid buildup is going to subside. It's going to that blood is going to push it out the way. All right, that blood is going to get that blood is going to start circulating. It's going to start moving that fluid around your body, which is going to get it out of you, get all those toxins out of you, get that buildup out of you. And that way you'll have less aches and pains and you'll feel better. The reason you have aches and pains is because the fluid buildup, because you're not moving, you're not stretching. So when you stretch, that fluid is released, it's broken down, and it's able to separate and move throughout the rest of the body and get carried away by the rest of the blood and the rest of the blood cells and all the other pathogens that are going to heal you, fix you, and make you better. So make sure you get some stretching on. Make sure you get your stretch on, okay? You don't have to be a super athlete, but it's good to stretch when you wake up and when you go to bed. If you have a sit-down job like most people do, when you're sitting down all day, that causes lower back pain because those chairs aren't built for somebody to be sitting in them for as long as we sit in them. So what we have to do is we have to stretch. Whether you go in the bathroom, whether everybody leaves and go on break and you just stretch it out real quick, or whether you do it in front of everybody and you just bossed out, you got your whole yoga mat. I don't care. Your health is very important, and you'll probably be more peaceful and less stressed dealing with them mugs. And most jobs have like a little recreational room too. If you have like a little upscale corporate job, if they got like or if you work on a college campus, take advantage of that. Get your little workout on, get your little stretch on, because your body will thank you, your brain will thank you. When you stretch, you're ready to take on and tackle whatever you're going after. But it's not good to do it before a workout. It's better to do it in the morning when you wake up and then maybe go work out. But if you're about to go like work out, if it's the afternoon, wait till after your workout to stretch, because that's going to help prevent some of those injuries, and that's going to keep your muscles loose. So after you stretch after that workout, that's why they say it's better to stretch after a workout, because lifting, all that tightens your muscles. All right, just like when you go to sleep, when you lift weights, your muscles are shrinking, they're getting tighter, and the muscles are ripping. And when you stretch, you loosen them up, so that way they're not as tight. Because when you work out and you don't stretch afterwards, when you wake up in the morning, that's why it feels like you can't move and you're tight. It's because it's too late to stretch by then. It helps, but you have to, like, once you get like that, you got to stretch out for like 4 hours. All right, nobody's trying to really sit down and do that until you become a master at it. All right, you don't want to have to force yourself to do that any longer than you have to until you get there. There are people that sit out and actually stretch for like 4 or 5 hours at a time. And those are people who trip and go into those and slip into those transcendental mind states. And they go off into the higher realms and stuff like that. Those are the people with the foot behind their neck. And they're like this, and they're like super focused, and they're in another realm. They're here, but they ain't here. But that's because the more you can stretch and the more you can hold the stretch, the more chemicals that are released. The more endorphins, the more serotonin, the more dopamine. Like that's when you're able to like mesh with the higher realms and the higher energies, because you've raised your frequency. All right, so everybody, chosen ones need to stretch. Everybody need to stretch. Chosen ones, you need to stretch as soon as you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep at night. All right, because it's going to be better for your overall health. You'll be more peaceful, more relaxed, more chill. You'll be able to meet your day head on, ready to conquer it, feeling like a champion. Who doesn't want to feel like a champion as soon as they get out of bed in the morning? You don't have to feel like a champion. You don't got to go get your feel good from Dunkin' Donuts or what's the other company out there? what the hell are they called? What's that place called? Starbucks. Okay, you don't have to go there. Save your money. $25 for a 5-liter drink. All right, yo, save your money. You can make a better one at home. They show you on the TikToks and all that. But you don't need that. All you gotta do is stretch, and that releases all that energy for you, and you'll feel better. So, yo, if you want to drink that drink, if you want to eat that donut, more power to you. But if you want to stay on the healthy side, and like for people who think they need something that they don't really need, stretching is what you need. It's going to wake you up as soon as you get out of bed. You stumble over to the bathroom. As soon as you get done using the bathroom or whatever, how you start your day when you wake up, stretch. And that feeling of grogginess, that feeling of sluggishness, that feeling of I don't feel like getting out of bed. I want to lay back down and go to sleep, even though I got work in an hour or two, or I need to get up and do what I said I was going to do today because I got off and I don't have off any more days this week. Or I know I got to do something and I only have this little bit of window of time to work on my business before I got to go do whatever. Stretching will help you get out of bed. It'll help you get up. It'll help you get moving. So that way you're not tired. That way you don't feel lazy. Are you if you wake up feeling tired, it's because that energy is not being released. So what you got to do is you got to wake up, you got to stretch, and all those chemicals will be released in your mind, and that way you'll be able to get moving. You'll feel like you had a coffee, and you feel it immediately. It's nothing you have to wait for. It's nothing that you got to wait 5 hours for. You stretch for a half hour, 15, 20 minutes, you're good. Move your arm, move your leg, hold it, feel the tension for 30 seconds at a time. You don't even have to get into any advanced stretching. You don't have to be super flexible. You don't have to touch the floor. You ain't got to put your head behind you ain't got to put your leg behind your back. You don't have to do none of that. But what you do have to do is you got to feel the tension, and you have to get your blood flowing, because that is going to help you in so many ways, right? Like when you get your blood flowing, it helps you if you have a cold or if you have some type of health issue, like where they say like enough blood's not flowing or enough blood's not circulating. They want to give you some medicine. You need to get moving. That, like, talk to them, see if some stretching would help, or see if some stretching would help for you. I'm not saying to not take any medicine. I'm not saying to not listen to your doctor. But what I am saying is if you're taking the medicine and it's harming you, or if you're taking the medicine and it's not doing what they said it was going to do, and they're trying to put you on something else, and whatever they're doing isn't working, or you want to try another method. I'm not telling anybody to not take their medicine. But what I am telling you is since some of those methods aren't always the best or the healthiest for people, there are some natural things that you could do to prevent yourself from being in a situation to where things hit the fan and things are bad. You want to stretch before an injury gets caused, all right? Because stretching prevents injuries. It leaves your back feeling good. It will heal your lower back. All right, you got discs in your lower back that when you stretch them out, they're not as compressed. The reason why you get hurt is because when you sit for all those hours, those discs become compressed. The less you stretch, the more you're compressing those discs. And then you sit all day, then you go home and you sit some more. I'm not hating, I'm not judging, but what I am saying is they got people sitting too much, and that's all by design too, because they don't want you to live too long. They just want you to work, die, and then that's it. Whatever they could use you for this system, that's what they're going to do. But it's nothing bad with a system. You just have to beat the system by making the best of yourself and not waiting for them to help you, not waiting for yourself to be injured and then trying to get help. That's how they've got people programmed to wait until a problem arises and then try to solve it, when they should have been working on themselves the whole time and their health the whole time. When you can, your health, good health should be a priority for you. You should be fascinated with good health. Everybody say right now, I am fascinated with good health. Say it. I am fascinated with good health, and put it in the comment section. I am fascinated with good health. All right, yo, stretch, man. Stretch, ladies. Let me know if you stretched after this video. Let me know how you feel. All right, I know you feel better. Come back to this video in the morning. You can even play this video in the morning while you stretch. because it'll help you, and you'll have a reason why, and you'll know the reasons why you're doing it. So every morning before you stretch and every evening before you stretch and go to sleep, play this video. And one last thing, for the people who have restless legs, for the people who ever try to sleep and you feel just like you just keep kicking, that's restless leg syndrome. If you ever sit down and you just feel fidgety, that's restless leg syndrome. All right, your legs, you have a lot of energy, and stressing will help you. Stretching will help you regulate that energy. So if you go to sleep and your legs are still moving, your top half ready to go to bed, but your bottom half still in full-fledged I'm awake mode, stretch before you go to sleep. The serotonin will be released. The dopamine will be released. The what's the other one? Serotonin, the dopamine, and the melatonin will be released. All those chemicals will chill you out. I believe one of those, I think serotonin or melatonin, one of those is in lavender, right? That's why people have lavender tea, and that's why people have lavender candles and they burn them, because it's certain smells that give off certain chemicals when you inhale them, all right, as we all know. But there's certain chemicals that when you inhale them, it affects your brain and it causes relaxation. So like I said, you have these you have all these chemicals already in you, most of them. As within, so without. As without, so within. So you want to be able to get yourself in a comfortable state, and that stretching is going to help you. It's going to help that restless leg syndrome ease. It's going to help you subside that. After you stretch, you'll find that you could go to sleep. Your legs won't be as fidgety. You'll be able to sleep, relax, and get your sleep on and wake up feeling good. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. It's been just another Druuill special. Just some little information on stretching, on why you should get that blood flowing first thing in the morning and before you go to sleep and after every workout. I need all the chosen vessels to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the Galactic family. Everybody hit that like button and that share button on your way out. It's been another Druuill special where we always came to give you more and never lesser. Shout out to the chosen vessels and shout out to the Galactic family. Druuill out.